Hey guys, this is Squirtly here. Today I'm going to be talking about a specific card. I plan on doing this a good bit, I guess, as a video series, apart from box openings and deck profiles and such, where I'm just going to be talking about a specific card, maybe one that's new, or one that at least plays a part in the current format, in my opinion. So what I'm going to talk about right now is actually something that will be in a deck I'm currently working on. And I'm mainly talking about it just because somebody at my locals, about a week ago I suppose, called this card bad. Just for... he had not really read it too much. He looked at it, saw what it did, called it bad, said it shouldn't be used. And I actually used that card in my deck. He didn't realize that at the time. So I'm going to talk about this card. It is Prowling Dragon Striken. This is a grade 2 Kagero unit. It was originally in Extra Booster 1, and it is now reprinted in Extra Booster 9. Which is the new Kagero Extra Booster with new Velvague and such. This card's effect, let me bring it up a little closer here and focus on that. Okay, so this card's effect. First, it has Restraint, meaning when it's on your Vanguard circle, it cannot attack. Its second skill is when something attacks it, if they're not boosted, he gains 5k. And his last skill is that when you ride him, you gain 5k and a crit, or when you ride anything on top of him. So, since Kagero runs 10k vanillas a lot anyway, he's just a 10k vanilla on rear. If you use him on Vanguard, he can't attack. Meaning you do lose out on the drive check for the turn, but that's not really a problem when you do gain the 5k and a crit, so you lose out on a card, but instead force more out of your opponent, or at least put them closer to losing. But there are a couple things you can actually do with this that make up for its downsides. Most people, first off, are going to just ride maybe something like Dauntless Drive over it to gain the 5k and a crit before they're at limit break and start doing their break riding and such. So that's a perfectly fine strategy. You lose out on a turn of attacking, and then ride and swing 18 dubs or 23 dubs with Conroe or whatever. So you can get pressure before your limit break, and then later you would break ride and just play through the game as normal. However, this there's actually something else you can do with it that I enjoy quite a lot. The deck I'm building is new Velvague. However, I'm running Cruel Dragon in the build. So what I like to do is I can ride my Striken, and then using either Gatling Claw Dragon or Berserk Dragon or Nouvelle Critic Dragon, I can retire one of my opponent's rear guards, which triggers Cruel Dragon's skill, which it's worded very strangely on the English card. It's an act skill, which I think it's actually supposed to be auto. So I'm not really sure. It says, during the main phase of that turn, if your opponent's rearguard is put into the drop zone, ride this card as stand, choose your Vanguard, and that unit gets power minus 3000 until end of turn. I believe the way this should be worded is auto. When one of... Well, see, the thing is, the way it's worded now, you can, like, retire something and then do this later in the turn. So, yeah, I believe it's supposed to, like, auto when you retire something you can ride him, but either way, it works about the same. It's just worded strangely on this card, in my opinion. But, what matters is that using one of the three cards I just named, these three, There are also other options, such as Kimnara, things like that. But these are the three that I run in my deck. You can pay the cost of resting him and superior ride. So, once you're superior ridden, you can do that on the turn that you ride grade 2. So you start your turn, draw for turn, ride, retire something, superior ride. Not only does this get you to twin drive early, you don't miss a drive check off of him, and you've got 5k and a crit even earlier. So it also makes up for the 3k you lose off of him, because he's still sitting at 13 dubs, 18 dubs with Conroe. So that's quite a powerful Vanguard attack. Or at least one that your opponent's not going to want to guard that early in the game when you have twin drive. So it gets some good damage on your opponent, or makes them drop a lot of their hand, perfect guard, something like that. That's why I run Striken. I also use him in place of Nahalem or Garp as my 10k vanilla. I do run this guy as my 10k vanilla for rear guard, just in case I want to do that. He's not something that I would really like to ride if I did not have a way to superior ride, unless I absolutely had to ride him. I would normally want to ride, say, a Berserk Dragon or something instead. But yeah, so that's a little something you can do with this guy. He is not all bad. There are ways to use him very effectively. And I mean, even if you just want to run like 2 of them in your deck, just as a little boost to your Vanguard at some point, or as a 10k vanilla, he can work either way. So that is a card that I just wanted to talk a little bit about from the new Extra Booster. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment with your opinions on this guy, or maybe some cards you want me to talk about later. And subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye.